the bookshelf is, and he picks
the
these
stuff.
stationery himself and brings them to you.
Yeah.
Right? Even another thing that I was going to say is reading to them physically.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than having them watch someone read to them.
That's right.
Right? You read to them. And that's a culture that is very important that we cultivate in our children. It will help a lot.
A lot indeed.
A lot.
Well, guys, we are still talking about the impact of technology on our kids, and we're asking you the question, what are your children watching? Or what are kids around you watching? All right, it's a topic for everyone, especially parents and caregivers. You know, earlier I said caretaker chairman. You know, and you were talking about you guys and gardens also. You could take advantage of this conversation to also, you know, share ideas and opportunities.
That's right.
We talk about these things so that we all can learn. And we know that you have some ideas we can share all together. And that's why we're here.
Hello, good morning.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up? Who do we have here?
Yes to life.
Cheers to life.
My name is Malara.
All right, yes,
Okay.
I thought as much. Welcome.
Thank you. My own bother about the gadgets. At least I worked with children for close to 40 years before I retired.
Okay, great.
And they're little children, early years. My own bother is the effect of these gadgets to the health of the children.
The health.
In another 15, 20 years, you'll have almost all our children will be using glasses. The prevalence of cancer would be, phenomenal. Because if you remember very well, there are radioactive emissions
That's right.
from these phones. So if our children must use gadgets, they must be monitored.
Yeah.
That's right.
There must be timing. Let them get into a routine of maybe get back home 3, 4. You can't use it for more than an hour. When I see parents who say, those children, they're like, my phone is broken. This is that, that is that. Well, parents these days, they don't know what it means to lay boundaries. They don't know what it is to teach their children limits and limitations. My granddaughter, for instance, she's 9. Even when she was 2, 3, you dare not touch my phone. She knows it. And her mom was the same way. If she wants to do anything on the phone, she tells the mom, and the mom gives it to her.
Okay.
And as for me, Kama, I am Kama. Kama, your phone. I'll make sure whatever she needs not to see, where are you going? She knows where to go. She played her game. And she would even ask after some time, how much time? That's how she learned.
Wow.
That's how she learned to read the clock.
Wow.
How much time? She would ask you. Now we'll tell her 15 minutes.
Wow.
And she'll be the one to look up. Come on, 5 minutes more. I'll say yes.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
We need to be conscious. It's good. It's the tech age.
Yeah.
Some children, their brains are wired technically and technologically from heaven.
That's right.
That's where you see a 9-month-old will pick the phone and go where he needs to go.
Right.
It's not a witch, it's not a wizard.
Yeah.
But that's the way, it's the exposure the child has gone through.
That's right.
But then we need to be very careful.
True.
right.
I know a few schools, international schools, who have they've purchased what do you call it now? Screen guard sort of.
Screen protection, the
To
protector.
reduce the emission. Yes,
Okay.
screen protector to
yeah.
reduce the emission.
That's right.
These things are also available for phones.
Yeah, it
So
is.
if you know you have different children at home, look for them. You find on eBay, you find on Amazon.
Yeah.
Get them, protect your children,
Okay.
so that it can be a story that touches the heart later in future.
That's true.
Have a good day,
And
everyone.
you too.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much
much.
for
It's
that.
always a delight to hear from you.
Indeed. Wow.
Gee, well said. Well said. You see, we didn't even touch on the health effects.
Yeah.
And she had to bring that to the limelight. And it's very, very important. You know, when we expose them to, screen time, we should also know that, of course, like she said, their radio, what's it called again?
Yeah, the radiation. There's radiation.
Radiation,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So these things get to affect them. It's also the lights, right? When you are looking at the screen for too long, it's it damages the eyes.
That's right.
The lighting from the from the gadget now has can affect the eyesight as well. This is something that happened to me. I started using glasses when I was really young. I am my elder sister. I think we're really, really young at the time. I can't remember how old now, but I think probably around 9 years or thereabout, 7-9 years thereabout. I'm not sure that we started using glasses, and it was because of I really cannot tell what led to it, but we just realized that we had bad eyesight, and it's a thing, right?
So
having them exposed to gadgets could also have such effects on them.
all right, you can check for blue light blocking screen protector. Blue light, the screen protector that blocks the blue lights, and of course we have that. Some of the screen protectors you see around, if you see all these guys hawking or wherever it is, ask them to give you a specific one, or you could go to authentic, what's the word, trusted outlets where they sell gadgets and request for that which will protect their eyes. I think that could solve it. Thank God for technology. He has a problem, he also creates a solution on the other side. But we're still here talking about the effects of technology on our little ones. Would you like to join the conversation while the phone lines are buzzing? We'll take a call or two and then go on a break, come back, have fun, hopefully give someone 10,000 naira on just a minute.
What's up, Lagos?
Cheers to life. What's up?
Cheers to
Good
life.
morning.
Good morning.
I have Social on the line.
Good to have you, Sociable.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, you have really done a nice job. All the effects of having children stay long on games or on the stream, you have done a nice job in outlining them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want to add one. The mood.
The mood.
The mood. It causes mood swings. Yeah, somebody that is happy for a minute ago becomes sad the next minute. Especially when they are exposed to violent video games.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
There was a certain time like that we were playing this tempo run.
Yes.
So when the thing came to my consciousness that my young boy is being affected, is when he shouted, "Daddy, Daddy, they're about to kill you." When I heard that kill you, immediately I had to delete that game.
Wow.
I had to delete that game because a certain monster will be pursuing the person there, and when it gets to the person, then the game ends there. So when he shouted like that, I knew that something is wrong, that I must have to do away with this game. So I think we parents, we should do well.
That's right.
So check the game and the video we expose children to.
Yes,
That's right.
It can lead to emotional depression.
That's right.
So
Thank you.
that's how I look at it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Health implication, emotional depression, or depression, if you like, also affecting the attention, affecting
Critical thinking.
Yep.
The attention and imagination.
Yeah.
Their privacy and safety.
Absolutely, guys. Now we have identified these things and we are talking about them. We're getting more reactions and comments and contributions from you, from wherever it is you are listening to us via phone calls. You can call us if you're a lady. Hello, ladies. You can call 014657190. And you can also call us if you're everyone can call 0700 993 993 993. And for WhatsApp is 0809 597 5805. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3, with a time at 11:26. You can drop your comments right there, right now. And you can also view how we look, if that's something you'd like to find out, on YouTube and on Facebook.
That's right. We have a message here. We have a number of messages on WhatsApp. This person here is saying, "Good morning. My name is Tokumbo. I have a lot to say on this topic. For me, I agree with you on this. I have a 4-year-old that speaks Spanish because he learned from YouTube. I would say most parents don't pay attention to their kids. The fact that I see the likes of Bob Risky, James Brown on social media makes me pay 100% attention to what my kids are doing on social media. We have tabs, we have PS4, and we use it during the holidays. But I have a neighbor who, holiday or no holiday, use the tab. But once they see me, they hide it because they know I don't accept such rubbish. For me, as a parent, every child around me is my child, so I should be able to correct kids. Also, with the gadgets, also with this gadget stuff, parents to know that it can be addictive. So when my 7-year-old make him see reason he shouldn't play with gadgets all the time, I make him know some kids don't even have it. So if you have it, use it the right way.
That's right.
And do not and do the right things with it. My 4-year-old would watch Cocomelon, Tiara Tofu, but my 7-year-old is ready to watch Spider-Man 365 days a year. So I do tell him to change so his brother can watch something very educative. And one thing is kids are different, so parents should pay attention to their kids.
That's right.
It's very important for me in my house. It's a positive way with my kids because I pay attention. This is very brilliant, very brilliant. I like the part she mentioned that these gadgets are addictive. That's another effect.
Key point, yeah?
Yeah, it's very addictive. That's why you see a child always, when he sees you with your phone, he wants you to play that particular thing or that particular song he's always loving. He loves to listen to it. That's because gradually he is emotionally invested in that content. And, when he becomes emotionally invested in that content, he has a tendency of being addicted to it.
That's right.
So these are where we have to draw the line.
We have to draw the line indeed, and that's exactly why we're here having this conversation. I love that last contribution, trust me. The addictiveness, the also fact that you said that all kids are different, so they like different things. So when you identify what they like, guide them to, be exposed to the right.
That's right.
Very right one of what they addictive or they like. Hey, if I give you that.
Hello again, the Teke.
Hi, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Yeah, I called earlier.
Okay.
The prestige thing.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, what we're discussing now, I think discipline also goes along with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Children knows and they understand. But you see, we parents, I don't know, maybe because of what we do. I actually have somebody that always gives a 6-year-old a phone all the time so that the child does not disturb. And I realized that when I'm around, the child obeys. Like the last lady that wrote in the WhatsApp said,
Yeah.
every child is my child.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not only my children. So if you open your eye as a parent, it's none of my business. If you cannot do it, Yoruba people will say that if you don't train your children, other people will train them.
True.
That's
True.
right.
And that is the way it should be.
Yeah.
While we were growing up, so many people, if you are doing something wrong, a neighbor sees you, the neighbor reprimands you.
Yeah.
But these days, you are like, it's just like me and my spouse again. And people are like, just me and my children. You can't talk to other people's children. Meanwhile, they are doing the wrong thing. That is why we have so many gays around. That is why we have so many disrespectful children. And I don't think this should be. So going to the discipline, when you see the children, they test us a lot.
They do.
My children are addicted to TV. But when they see that I'm coming to the office, when they know that, and the only thing I just tell them, once they are not doing anything, go on off the TV. Just sitting out. So we know. Because the mother that gives the son phone all the time so that the son does not disturb you, as now will now be throwing tantrums and all that each time. It doesn't get what you want.
That's right. Thank you so much. You made your point.
Thank you. I really liked what she said because I was almost getting angry with Collins every time he is with our son, and that's because it's easy for Collins to succumb to his cry. Oh, I want this. Give it to me. Right? But when it comes to me, I tell him no. I'm not going to give it to you. And that's the thing, right? If you're not able to tell your children no, and when they keep crying for something that they want this, right? It will get to a point where they feel like they have access and rights to everything, right? And that could be a problem eventually.
That's right.
But I like that, recently you had to
change
it for him. Say no. I said no, I'm not giving it to you. And that's actually good. That's good.
And he's out of love, young man. Just in case you find this video someday, you hear a mommy and daddy say, "I'll be changing it for you." He's out of love.
We love you, song.
Anyways, guys, it's 11:32. We're still having a conversation here on Teke Talk. It's about the pet children. And, of course, as we mark time and count down to the Children's Day celebration, we're trying to get parents to talk about what their kids are watching and learn the best way to manage these little ones and the exposure to technology.
And that's right. Franklin is on WhatsApp and he's saying, "What's up, Lagos? Good morning. Beautiful morning to the Tekers." And he says, "Wait till you gain if you don't get Baby Shark." And he says, "I carry Baby Shark everywhere I go because I carry a baby for Africa. But let's be guided on the content we carry on our phones."
That's right.
Very correct.
That's very necessary. Anyways, we will go to the phone lines now and continue with this. A lot of messages, and we promise to take as many as possible.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, what's up, Lagos? Holly, Teke, and Andrea, Odu-obi, Teke.
Yes!
Just alive. I love that you pronounce my name correctly. Most people keep saying Odu-obi, Odu-obi, but you said Odu-obi. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, you were quite an interesting topic.
Thank you.
There's one amazing thing about kids upbringing that we should realize. Screen time is in fact, from day one, is what I've started for my son. He's just like 1 year, 5 months now. Okay. And it's so amazing that this boy learns every bit of things you see around. We're so careful now. There was something I was doing. I took a screwdriver and I was about to adjust something in the power. Do you know that this boy, just once I did that thing, till now, this boy will take screwdriver, same to that same spot, want to do exactly what I've done.
I'm telling you.
This morning, I on my laptop and I just did something and turned it off. This boy came back. He was looking for where I need to on that thing. They are very, very sensitive.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you must be you as a parent, you must be very careful on what you expose to them while they are so young, because from there you can start controlling. I like what that woman said, that the aged woman that said that the child will look at the time and say, okay, this is the number of time.
Yeah.
I think that kind of regulation is the best.
Yeah.
That's right.
You need to teach the children to be disciplined so that they know that, okay, and somebody mentioned reward, like let screen time be a reward. Let them see it as a privilege, not as a right.
That's a
Yeah.
right.
Because you parents, you know the effects of the negative things in their life. So let them see it as a privilege
and not a right.
Not a right. Because some homes now, the children see it as a right.
True.
That's right.
True.
And that's where the problem comes.
That's right.
So when they see it as a privilege, anytime they are to have a screen time, and you give them warnings. That, okay, these are certain things you must not do. They know that if they violate those warnings, meaning you take away that thing from them, and there is no negotiation, no please. They know that. Children really, they are very, very used to those kind of way of upbringing. I think if parents can bring up their children in that manner, I think we'll not have so much challenge with screen time with children.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Indeed.
Yes, what's your name, please? All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Always gone.
So screen time should come as a reward.
And not a privilege.
And not a right.
Not a right.
A privilege and not a right.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, that, and, you know, he mentioned also discipline, which is something that Omolara said, Madam Omolara said.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Money,
right?
yeah.
Discipline is super important. Discipline.
Fantastic. So, guys, let's get back into this. Let me check on Facebook. I can see our people on Facebook probably shouting for us now. Read our comments. Read our comments. All that. We check that out. While I do that, I know we have some more WhatsApp messages.
Yes,
absolutely.
we do. This person here says, "Good morning, the Tekes. During the pandemic, I gave my daughter my iPad with Wi-Fi version only for her online classes. And I share my phone data hotspot. I have the timetable with me. Once it's time to finish a class, I switch off my hotspot. And since I use iOS device, I have all the history of her activities synced to my device. Parents need to go extra mile to ensure they monitor their words."
Okay,
All
fantastic.
right, thank you so much for that. Another one here is from Ekene from Ikotun here says, "What's up, Lagos? The rate at which today's kids exhibit intelligence and smartness is highly alarming." Oh, you can say that again.
No.
And it says, "I mean, it's eminently obvious that this is definitely not their first time of existence." Reincarnation
Yes,
is real.
I'm telling you.
Should have heard this before. So somebody told me, you know, when I was gisting about the way my son behaves, you know, when he's extremely smart. And I say these things, and he was saying, "No, these people, they've been on this earth before."
That me, yeah.
We're the ones that don't know. They know these things, so they are teaching us, showing us, see, we don't stay here before. You know, so it sounded crazy and funny to me, but now another person is saying the same thing. You know.
All right, Ken is from Bagada. He's calling from Bagada. He's on the line now before we go back to Facebook.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, Ken. Ken.
Ken has gone away. Ken has gone away.
Ken, are you there?
Ken, please call us back, all right? 0700 993 993 993, all right? The female-only line is 01465 7190.
On Facebook, where we're streaming live, is Nigeria Info 99.3. Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook and YouTube. Let me go to Facebook now and take some comments. Kayo De Olajide is saying that I think it's good if it's imparted in the right way. All right, Prince Adesonia Sunday says, "My neighbor told me the wife 2 days ago that a little baby of 3 months or thereabout didn't let them sleep. He watched the baby skeet on her phone like almost all through the night." What? "And if she managed to doze or move the phone away from him, he'll start crying. 3 months. And that seems like an addiction already. My brother, it looks like it. I'm telling you." Why would the song not play in your head in the middle of the night? All right. Samuel Oludare Olayinka says, "Having them exposed to technology at a tender age is very good. Just that the effect could be negative or positive. My boy started programming at the age of 12 and is so much engrossed with it, and you will always find him with his laptop writing codes, and he has been so outstanding with it.
Wow.
Now, the only negative effect is that it is becoming an obsession for him. It's the most times I have to force him to sleep at night. He said, although he does other things like playing musical instruments and a whole lot more."
And if care is not taken, it could lead him to becoming antisocial as well. And you know,
Yeah.
That's not exactly a good thing, because he might not be able to express himself
Anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
There are positives, right?
And
there are also negatives. The best we can do is to try to limit the negatives
And uphold the positives. And one of the ways to let moderation, to be moderate about
and
everything. Discipline. That discipline is a key word.
Yeah.
It's my 1-year-old daughter loves watching Moana the movie.
Okay.
You were welcome. Okay. It's if she's asleep, eating, crying, or playing, she hears the movie playing everywhere. Every other thing must wait for her to watch the video.
Wow.
Though I'm trying to stop it because it's getting too much. How old did you say this daughter is? 1 year.
Wow.
Hey, Ladozi Baha. Well, Edoze says that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for that, Henry. for that message on Facebook. Jimo, he said, this is an amazing program. That's Jimo Wasiu from Abiola, that's his name. Ufoma Christopher says, what's up, Lagos? Because Collins. See, is it Collins? It's Collins, I beg. Wait, come on. Collins, what? Are you hungry? So hungry. Why do you say that? Is it great? You want to give me food? Is it greet your wife for me? Greet, she's so fine. Gone. Is that what we're talking about here? But thank you for the comments. Appreciate you a lot. When I'm hungry, where are you? Are you sell food? Have you done at the restaurant? Oh, actually, I'm hungry. I don't eat this morning. I never eat before we go on the air. I think it's a habit. The next call. What's up, Lagos?
Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up?
Cheers to life.
Cheers to life.
Yes, sir.
Cheers to Ram and the Yam.
Okay, all right.
Ramayam. Wow. We didn't get your name. Say it again.
Catherine.
Oh, okay.
Catherine.
Amigondo.
Wow.
Good to have you, Catherine.
Okay, so this topic is very interesting. The thing is, if you're not the Facebook and Twitter of your children, and you're not ready to come home with your children and know everything they're doing, you're in trouble. Mm-hmm. They said, give a child his way shall make thee afraid. Bend their side when they are young, so that when they grow older, they will not, your heart will not cut because of what they've done. Mm-hmm. Now, this internet and technology is good, but it's bad at the same time, because if you don't control them, what they are watching, they would imagine a boy expressing himself through the phone, but he cannot talk in real life.
Can you imagine?
I know of my cousin, God rest his soul. He was programming so much. Look at computer. Anytime he wants to talk to his daddy, he'll write a program on how to talk to his daddy.
Wow.
Yes, that's bad. What happened? He could not talk. He was not feeling fine. He had malaria. And that malaria had gone to his spinal cord, gone to his head.
What?
What they saw him was dead, piping, his fingers straight to the core. If he had, maybe his spirit entered into the laptop, nobody knows.
Wow.
So you can imagine, you say your child, there's baby version of everything. Those children have record. You know, one thing about phones and internet is symbols. Once a child knows the on button is like a circle with a dash.
Yes,
you
exactly.
know that child will get it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can imagine such a thing.
Yeah.
Such a thing. May God help us. It's not easy, but
eventually.
Please, parents, technology should not replace that thing. Sometimes you be the Facebook. Come home.
Yeah.
You're a banker. Even if you're an offshore engineer, come home. Even if it's 8 p.m., you come home every day. Today, you're going to be Facebook to your children.
Yeah.
Today, you're going to be maybe any of those social media. You will come home.
Yeah.
Even if it's 11 o'clock, you go to sleep at night or 12 midnight. Your children, you're there. You're the first teacher. My experience as a teacher, most people were thinking I was cruel to the kids in my class. No. Critical thinking. Mommy, I don't know it. They are looking at their parents. Because once you watch videos already teach you everything. But when it comes to the practical side, it is zero.
That's right.
I created a video game in real life. Okay, jump, pass through this obstacle. Okay, they all went to the video game. But the real life practical, my sister, it was not funny. Mommy, I cannot do it. But you watch the video game. You've done it. So practical life. Teach your children at the tender age. When they're small, teach them how to fix their buttons, dress up.
Tie their shoelace.
Montessori things, yes.
Yeah.
There are baby versions of everything. There's regimentation in babies.
That's right.
So at 5 months, your child already knows what to do.
Great.
Your baby says, mommy, mama, it's 5 o'clock. Mommy, it's time. So you know that kind of thing. If we allow technology getting, that's the end.
All right, great.
Technology will take your daughters away.
True.
Thank you.
May God bless us all.
Amen.
Thank you.
And I like your impression abilities.
Yeah. That was profound. Everything she said, very, very profound. Remember, we talked about the fact that, when we, have them watching these contents, right?
Yeah.
It limits them. It limits their ability to imagine. It limits their ability to, think critically, right? Because like she said, these things, they already show you how to do it. They don't even wait for you to calculate it in your head before coming up at the answer, coming or resulting to the answer.
Yeah.
They tell you what the answer is almost immediately, right? So you have to now teach them, this critical thinking, how to. And one of the ways you can do that is having conversations with them. This lady, our last caller said something that be the Facebook, be the Twitter.
That's right.
Be their life teacher, be those things. And one thing Iron Collins will do, the answer material one by one, most of these things, we sing it by ourselves, we match by ourselves.
Together.
We him and we're doing it. You might call us stupid parents or childish children, childish parents, but we do it because to us, we feel like we are practically showing him how to match.
That's right. And the best way to be your child's friend, that someone wise man told me one time, is for you to become a child. So if your child is 6 months, you become 6 months old. If your child is 5, your child is, you be smarter 6 months old because you're older and you're acting in that space. Your child is a year old, you act a year old so that you be able to be friends with them and also have conversations with them. Because at the end of the day, conversation, Loma Bossy, you talk to them because you can check them from now to when they grow, they get to the point they have to make their decisions by themselves. And there are a lot. Technology is coming out, it's churning out a lot of materials that would definitely distract them. So it matters that foundation of conversation should be laid before it's late.
One thing I also I've come to realize with all of this conversation we're having is that technology does the thinking for you. Is work done easy.
Yeah.
They think for you, right? So if you are entrusting yourself or your thinking to that gadget or that technology, it limits your own ability to think on your own.
That's right.
And you see, a child who is just developing, that has to develop that part of their brain, right? You are limiting that development. You're limiting that development. So it is very key that you allow them think for themselves and not all the time, leaving them to these gadgets or these technologies or these contents that are already helping them to think.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, guys, it looks like we're going to have a part 2 of this because when someone mentioned gaming, if you know children and gaming, it's yet another influence. Gaming. And the gaming industry is one of the biggest in the tech space, in this space. Some time ago on Teke Talk, we talked about gaming and how it affects them, why children like gaming. They are actually designed for them to always be there.
Yeah.
And some of these games are damaging. And there's need for us to have a part 2 of this.
You remember Sociable said he saw that the thing wanted to kill him and his son says they're going to kill you and he had to delete it from his account. You know how it is when you are in a game and you have lost the game. You know how that's going to damage your emotions. And then you go back, no, I want to win this time. And you're going back. And you're going back. And you're going back. And you keep going back. Is that not you already being addicted?
In fact, they are created for you to be addicted to them. I know, and that's it. This is getting serious and getting more interesting by the day. We hope that you're finding something reasonable and something interesting also in our conversation today. We decided to dedicate this to children and the parents, of course, and everyone out there listening to us.
As we prepare for Children's Day, which is coming up next week.
Absolutely.
Thursday. What exactly do you have for your children this time? I know some parents who are already saying, I'm going to buy you that phone very soon. I'll buy you that. Are you sure? Am I making the right decision?
We're not saying you should not get. In fact, they need it in their lives. They need these gadgets so that they don't grow up and become left behind. Because that's the truth. The technology is what's driving us. It has become an integral part of our lives, and it becomes that on a daily basis in different ways. All right, and you have some messages on WhatsApp?
Yes, we do. Olu from Ojodu here says, when I was young, I watched Fragile Rock. There was a day when Wembley, a character decided to be a firefighter. At the firefighter interview, he was asked, how do you start a fire? He said he didn't know. The interviewer and the firefighting crew answered that they didn't know as well, and everybody laughed. After the program aired, the TV anchor made a corrective statement that firefighters put out fire. They don't start it. I never forgot that. Also, parents should be careful with children's app, as there are testimonies of demonic connections through these apps. All right, and he says, always study your children.
All right, great. So we'd have one person play just a minute and we'll wrap up the show because our time is fast spent. Like I said, such topics would never end. We'd always have a part 2 and possibly make it a series and have several conversations along these lines. Because these are children, man. They are future, man.
That's right.
If we don't fix it now, man, who will? I know, as it were. So let's take the last set of messages. Let me see this one here. Oh boy, the phone lines are buzzing. Is it for just a minute? Or you still want to contribute? Let me believe it's just a minute. Just a minute. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go here. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon. Good morning.
Which one? Choose one, please. You have to choose one. Good afternoon. Good morning. I did the same.
Good morning, Teke.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Benjamin calling from Kenya.
All right. Oh, Benjamin. Good to have you. Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Would you like to contribute or play just a minute? Which one?
Well, let me say...
You contribute.
I'll contribute and play just a minute.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, my contribution is that we as parents, we should always watch our children in every aspect of their kind of behavior and at the same time put them right when things are wrong. Not by a kind of beating them when we know that we need to correct them in a way that talks to them, not by kind of beating them to the extent that they might be injured, but in a way that they will learn from it and they will not go back to such things. And that's my advice for now for children and their parents. Yeah.
All right, great.
Just a minute. Let me just try.
Do you want to play or just try? Should we give someone else? If you're not ready, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's play just a minute.
This is just a minute.
Okay.
All right. What was our topic today?
Skip.
Skip. Okay. What's the full meaning of USB? USB.
Yes.
USB.
Digital.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.